One of the most dangerous things that you can do when it comes to your health is judge your health by how you feel. Now think about this. Think about heart disease, think about cancer. How do those things feel as they're developing? You don't feel those things developing until sometimes you get signs or symptoms later on, but it's been developing the entire time. The very first symptom of a heart attack, 70% of the time, is a heart attack. You don't feel cancer developing inside of your body. Sometimes you'll get blockage in your colon, and that's maybe a sign of colon cancer. Or maybe you start fainting, and that's a sign of, let's call it, brain cancer. But most cancers, you don't feel these things developing for years at a time, and then they say, hey, there's your cancer. You've been developing this thing for 10 to 15 years. So the reality is judging your health by how you feel. It's dangerous. And when I talk to people and I ask patients, hey, when you woke up this morning, how do you know if you were healthy or not? How did you judge that? The vast majority of them will say, well, I felt good. Well, judging your health by how you feel. Now, what's the second most dangerous part about that is that when we don't feel good, what do we run to? We run to either the medicine cabinet or the doctor, and we get something to maybe help us feel better, but we never ask the question of what caused this to begin with? What set this up in the first place? What are some of my life choices that would have resulted in me not feeling okay in this moment? And right when we start to feel better, what do? Continue living the exact same way we've always lived, never asking the question of what's causing this problem and what's really set this up. So let me teach you something, and this is super important. For you to feel a symptom in your body, if your body is designed to function at 100%, let's call this your heart. If this is 100% function, this is 0% function, which that would be unfortunately death. If this is your heart, you could get down to 90% function, you don't feel that problem. 80% function, you still don't feel the problem. 70% function, you still don't feel it. 60% function, and then what do you get? We get a giant symptom. And when we get a symptom in this country, let's call it a headache, let's call it indigestion, let's call it acid reflux. What are we taught to do? Cover up the symptom. So we cover up the symptom, we take a medication, the underlying issue is still there. That was the body's warning sign telling us, hey, something's wrong, check the engine. It's the check engine light that goes off in the car. Yet what do? Take a piece of duct tape, cover up the check engine light, keep driving on the interstate. We realize that would be devastating on a long-term trip when we're driving on the interstate with our check engine light, but when it comes to our health, this seems to be normal. It may be common, it's absolutely not normal, and if we continue doing that over time, you can see how the body, we're never gonna function at 100%. We're gonna keep playing this game going back and forth while systems break down and symptoms are present. And so if you wanna be healthy, stop chasing symptoms. The real goal of healthcare should be to identify the cause and the interference of your body's ability to get healthy. What's interfering here? Remove the interference, let the body function and heal at its absolute best. The real definition of health is right there. It's in the word health. It's how your body's healing. How is your body healing? How is it functioning? Let it function and heal at 100%. Boom, that's real health. You have 70 trillion cells inside of you. Each one has a purpose, and each one is attempting to try to balance out the lifestyle and try to keep you and adapt to health and try to get you healthy. And so if every cell in your body is geared towards health and life and longevity and vitality, then the real goal of healthcare should be to enable and empower the doctor within, the greatest doctor in the world who lives right inside of you, and let the doctor go to work. And the one job of the body is to let your body heal and function at its best. That's why, as a doctor of chiropractic and a Max Living chiropractor, we look at the nervous system because the nervous system controls everything. Heart to be beating, lungs to be breathing, cut to heal. If you cut your leg's gonna heal. You don't have to think about this. Why? Because the greatest doctor in the world lives where? Right inside of you. So let the doctor go to work, remove the interference, and let the greatest doctor in the world do its job.